In this episode, we're gonna talk about
You're listening to...
Jom Sembang Malaysia.
So yeah, we're going to talk about...
I don't know what you shush me.
So actually, this time I want to play with the words quiet.
Oh,
So that's why I did that. Shh. Alright.
okay.
I find that around us, there's a lot of quiet action happening lately lah. Okay, so the most popular is of course quiet quitting, which happens like after the pandemic is even more across the globe lah.
Okay.
So quiet quitting basically means that it's not quitting your job, you know.
Okay.
It's like you have a life, everything's going on, and then you just decided to like, I don't want to pursue or give my best. I just slowly quit my life, so to speak.
in general?
Yeah, life in general.
So
you know?
like give up on life, but
Give up. Yeah, just float lah. Don't like give my best and say, oh, I must have the best house, the best whatever, the best food. I say, can eat lah. Can work,
Okay,
just
already
finish
lah,
my
just
work lah,
whatever
finish my
lah.
work and just sleep really do my work
Okay.
lah. That's been happening quite a lot lah.
Mhm.
So I was
After the pandemic.
yeah.
Okay.
Research shows that after the pandemic, there is a generation of quiet quitters. And they actually slowly quit. That means what it really means is like, for example, if they were chasing for a promotion now, it's like, it's okay, I can just do my job. I don't have to be promoted.
And why specifically after the pandemic?
Maybe people are burnt out. Maybe people realize career is not everything. Maybe people realize whatever that they're striving for all this while, actually during the pandemic suddenly realize, actually don't strive for so okay what? Nothing wrong in my life.
I suppose burnout would make sense if they work so hard before that, right? And then you still lose your job because you're just powerless, right? And they're like, okay, whatever lah. So it's like a quitting because of burnout, give up, no point kind of feel.
But then that you have a reason to do so lah.
Yeah. Or like you said just now, the one about if during the pandemic you've reflected on life and you're like, thought very much about it and like, okay lah.
I think a lot of
No need
people
chase lah.
went under that category because there is a big concern or research that people call the next generation is a quiet quitting generation.
Yeah.
Which is why it was a concern because employees were not going the extra mile. Therefore, companies cannot thrive and grow because when your entire workforce is just, I just finished my job. Why must I think about extra selling more products? Why must I think about creating better products? It's like I said, no strive is what quiet quitting is about. So for example, if you used to go jogging 10 km every day because you want a healthy life, now it's like, if I die, die lah. If I don't die, don't die lah. Don't need to go jogging anymore.
Interesting, because when I think about people who don't bring it lah to work lah, I always thought it's a natural predisposition. I always thought there were people who are memang like that one,
There are people who are memang like that one.
But when you say a quiet quitter, it means that they didn't used to be like that. They used to really bring it.
Yes.
But now, whatever already lah, no point lah.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Okay.
So I would say that at one point in my life, last 3 years, I was quiet quitting.
Okay.
For example, last time, if 10 jobs come to me, I would take 8 or 9. Now it's like, I won't fight for the job. If it comes, I give a quotation. If the client say, hey, we like it, but can you do this, I say, I don't feel like doing it. Okay, never mind, you can let me go. Please go somewhere else. I'm fine. Then I will let the job go. So I'm quite consciously making that decision to quit striving and just, if it comes, I take the job. If it doesn't come, then I don't take the job. It's fine. Compared to last time, it's like I will go all out to convince you that I can do the job better. Just give it to me.
I don't think I don't know, for me, I don't necessarily think that must be considered quiet quitting. Because I also think it's a point in life where you kind of mature and you start to value different things.
The only difference is, it doesn't matter if I starve to death and not have a job. That's what's happening to me.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm quietly quitting from the industry in the sense that, okay lah, the whole world can turn around, I'm just here. For example, let's say the writing industry that I'm actively in, every single event you go see my face there. Right? And then I run every single camp, write-ins and whatever not. And then after that I decided, okay, I just want to quit. But I don't go out there and say, dear writers, I quit now. Okay, I just decided to be quiet. I don't turn up for events and I don't take any writing invitation.
Okay.
And I just silently fade off.
Okay. So what you're saying is it's not like you are purposefully trying to do less or lead a more quiet life purposely, but it's more like I just don't want really lah. Just can't be
Yeah.
bothered. It's like
Yeah,
that kind of feeling.
correct.
So that's why the quitting part is there. It's like okay,
Yeah.
alright, okay.
So a lot of people are doing that for their work.
Mm.
That's why they say there's a generation that's doing that professionally in their careers. And it is killing a lot of businesses and stuff like that lah. So I thought, quite interesting. Then I start to find myself a little bit in that boat.
Okay.
But you being my project partner, so I would probably ask, what is it like to have a quiet quitting partners? Because you would probably realize by now that I'm not as aggressive with projects.
Yeah.
So how does it affect you? Considering like a partner lah, instead of like an employer, because we don't have an employer.
Okay, so different things in... Okay, let's talk about podcasts.
Okay.
This podcast. I actually find it a little bit liberating because if I don't get the recording in time... Okay, if I don't get the recording... Normally, I do my editing on Monday, right? But let's say, okay, got a release on Friday. We haven't edited anything. Previously, you would be like chasing. You'd be like breathing down and like, hey, no, this, that. But I'm the more of like, well, as long as I can get it by Thursday and we can finish it and... Well, not that I can get it on Thursday, but we can finish it and I have the time on Thursday to master it and put it up and upload and everything, then I'm okay. Right? So in a way, it alleviates a bit of the stress because of the different work styles. But there are other things where it feels like... Because I'm not a chaser. So unlike you, right? You are a chaser. It's like you will hustle like, okay, this one needs to be done, this one needs to be done, this one needs to be done. I'm an overthinker, right? So if it's not done yet, I will, before I chase, right? Before I ask, right? I'll be like, maybe no time lah. Maybe not feeling well lah. So I won't chase. Maybe, today got meeting, right? Just came back. No, I don't want to ask today. Right? So I'll be like, tomorrow, then, tomorrow I got no mood. It drags on for a bit long and I don't feel like, it'll just dry ah.
But you would feel the difference because we have worked together for 8 years, right?
Yeah.
And I remember at least the first 5 years, I was a very hustle person.
Yeah.
Everything was, okay, that done.
Yeah.
If there's a project, it's like, why are we giving it up or not bothered? Every project also must explore kau. Now it's like the project comes and say, oh, should we explore? No need, so can Nick.
How should we apply for funding? How
does it make you feel or like what is the impact?
Yeah, so like what I just said just now. Of course, it feels like, okay, if we had like hustle for the grant more, then maybe or maybe not, the money will come in. But again, because my predisposition is also, sometimes you put so much work into it, right? And then you still don't get the grant. And then you're like, yeah, I could put 100 hours in and then I get 1 grant, which would be nice. But sometimes you think about it, is it really worth it?
So in Gina's case, I don't want to do the paperwork anymore. I just don't need the grant. Next. That's what's been happening. But yeah, just having you guys to listen to the different side of the story when what people mean by their quiet quitting. But actually, you wouldn't know that they quitted until a few years later.
Okay.
Because it's called quiet quitting. They don't come to your face and say, hi, Ju, from today onwards, I will stop striving. They don't do that. They just stop. And it will take a while.
But you just notice that it gets slower and less hustled lah.
It will take a while to realize that, this person not as proactive. Or now she deal with deadlines. It's like, okay lah, you miss 1-2 hours, it's fine lah. Tomorrow can lah. Like there's no like, hello, don't you know if I say 5 o'clock, means 6 o'clock I upload. Never 6 o'clock upload, right? 5:45 so can. The quiet quitters like me, we don't tell you we have let go. But you will feel it in the long run that macam lain sudah.
Okay, so I have a question. If you have quietly quit, then why not just quit? I mean, why hang on to the job, for example, but actually you're not interested in doing the job?
If I just quit and go to another job, that's not quiet quitting.
Then just don't do anything lah.
Then it's not quiet quitting lah. Don't do anything, people notice you immediately. That's not quietly quitting. It's
yes. So my question is, why? Why let it drag?
Because
why let it drag?
For me, if I don't drag, right, I say, okay, now I quit, okay? Then I go do something else.
Just don't do anything lah.
If you don't do anything, it's different. It's a different, it doesn't fit the quiet quitting definition.
No, I understand. But what is the purpose of quiet quitting?
It's just giving up in life. Giving up.
Yeah, so my question is, if you're giving up in life,
But you still
why
need to
not
survive.
give up properly?
So you still need to survive. Give up properly, suicidal already. So you're
Okay.
talking about the middle line. We are the one who
Right.
wants to quit, but we don't die. So we just, let's finish the job because we can survive, lie in bed, watch Netflix. But if you quit entirely, there's no money and you die from hunger, that's suicidal. Different definition.
Which they also don't want.
Yeah, it's different definition.
Okay. Sorry, this is the other side of me coming, right? Like, then why not find something that you actually might not loathe doing so much?
Then we wouldn't be suffering as quiet quitters. We would be switch career. We would be, now I
Okay.
slow living. But I'm not even slow living. I quit living. There's a different
So
definition.
I hear what you're saying there. So you're saying that quiet quitters are actually not happy in that quiet quitting
They might not be.
phase.
They might
Is
not
it?
be not happy. They are just like, I don't want to strive. The idea is I don't want to strive. That's it. Doesn't mean I'm not doing. I'm just not striving. I just do lah. But I don't have to give you 300%.
Oh, actually, that's okay. What?
Well, in today's world, everyone is giving more lah.
No.
The moment you stop being on the par, proactive, whatever, people will call you too laid back. Laid back until you must don't do.
True lah.
So there's a negative feel to it. But for us, it's like, okay lah, we're not destroying the world. We're not harming anyone. You want to succeed by all means. I'm happy here.
But are you delivering what you're supposed to deliver? That is my question.
I might not deliver what I'm supposed to deliver. I just deliver enough to survive. That's it.
To not get fired.
Yeah.
Okay. So in other words, people around you might be a bit frustrated with you, but you're not bad enough to be fired.
Yeah. Bare minimum lah. Okay, unless you have a certain level that I can say lah, you do it so bad, then you are not quiet quitting. Like, be so obvious that people saw you quitting lah. You know, this one is that people can't tell you're quitting or not. That's called quiet quitting. Okay, maybe after the break we come back and talk about other quiets, because by now Gita seems like she's a little bit speechless, trying to go like, don't know what Gina is on about.
Today's episode was recorded at Studio 2105. Now, if you're looking to record a podcast like us, or if you're recording a demo, a song, an album, look up 2105 Productions or contact JD. They are on Twitter, they are on Facebook, they are on Instagram.
So some other quiet thing that's been happening, maybe a little bit easier because it has a different context.
Okay.
Because quiet quitting is a big general scope.
Okay.
So there's popular thing now which is quiet breakup.
Uh-huh.
So quiet breakup basically means that this person want to break up with you but don't tell you, let's break up. Just quietly fade away and then stop answering your calls. Or maybe answer your call but then frequency is lesser and then they just slowly fade off.
Okay.
Then they quietly broke up with you.
Okay. So it's not even ghosting, right? It's just fading away.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of like say replying your text all the time, now they reply 3 hours later. But I still reply, you know. And then eventually become 1 day later. And then after that become no more reply. So quiet breakup is happening quite often apparently in Southeast Asia.
Is it a mutual thing or is it a one-sided thing generally?
Can be both way lah.
Okay, so it's like, I'm not interested with you anymore. It's just like friendship is also like that. Sometimes you got nothing to talk about, then you just generally don't. It's not like every day you talk and then it becomes lesser and lesser and lesser. And then after that, it's like, hey, long time no see, 10 years already.
I think friendship quiet breakup will happen if you are good friends that you talk every day on. For like 3 years, you talk every day. Then suddenly, the next 1 month, you don't talk every day. In fact, you talk once a week. And then after that, you don't talk at all. That's quiet quitting the friendship. It's not the...
And it could be mutual lah.
Yeah, it's not the acquaintance, I meet you once a year. Hello, that kind of quiet. That's not quiet friendship breakup.
Okay. So in a way, it's not like somebody got ditched.
Someone did got ditched, but not told on the face that, hi, I'm dumping you.
Okay, that means it became one-sided where one person might still be initiating and talking but no replies. And then you see the bubbles is all one side, and then one the other side.
Slower, correct. They don't ghost you, but they slowly fade out. And they're too lazy to explain why they want to break up with you. They just fade away.
Okay.
Those are the quiet break up, which I can see happening quite a lot in this generation is because they don't like confrontation. And then they don't like, number one, I break up you, then you feel like I'm the bad person. Right? If I break up you, I feel like a bad person. But if I don't tell you I break up you, then I'm suffering. Okay, that is solely fair. Yeah. That quiet break up you, so that you don't feel the pain and I don't feel the shame of being the bad person.
Seems a bit unfair.
Yeah, I didn't say it's a good thing.
Okay, so far all the quiet things have sounded a bit unfair lah. But okay, never mind. Continue.
The other quiet thing that's quite a trend now is quiet vacationing. This one, I think, I don't know lah. Maybe I personally can relate to it.
Okay.
So for example, I'm running a Christmas project. Everyone is busy, right? But we work remotely, right?
Okay.
So for all I know, I'm having a vacation at Phuket, enjoying my beach, whatever. But you text me that time, I pretend I'm at work lah. I just answer. You don't know I'm having a holiday. I'm silently having a vacation while you think I'm working.
Okay.
So that has been also another trend that a lot of young people are caught doing by their managers.
Because you can work from home lah.
Yeah, because you can work from home lah.
Yeah.
So that's why he created this trend, because now you have, for example, people going to office twice a week.
Yeah.
The 3 other days, I might be holidaying at Langkawi and answering my emails and you think I'm working.
I saw...
Which is actually not ethical or ethical. That's what I want to talk about.
Okay. So I saw this happening right in front of my eyes last week. We were at a event and then the guy next to me was on his laptop.
Okay.
At first, before the event, right? Okay, he was quite engaged lah with his laptop and then he had his headphones on. So I thought, maybe he's listening to something or you can see his face, everything is like engaged in there and everything. Then the event started, right? His laptop is still on his lap. He's moved already now to where the seats of the event is happening. It's like a panel forum or something in front. And he's having the laptop still there. So I'm next door, ma. Then after that, it's like, he's attending class. Some evening class. But he was not even listening to the class.
That is quietly multitasking.
That is quiet classing. Quiet attending. No, but at some point, it's like, it was so weird lah. Even as I was watching, right, it's like, bro, are you seriously doing this? It's like, the good things about this is I can watch the subtitles and then I can also listen what's going on. And then, I don't know. It just felt strange. It just felt super strange. So, I mean, that wasn't on a vacation. Well, technically, he is on vacation lah. In a way, like he's entertaining himself with this talk show. But he's pretending to be working lah. Yeah.
So there was a lot of this going on lah, which can be good and bad. So for example, quiet vacationing, if you're an employee, it might not be good lah. Because your employer expects you to work 8 hours, not sit at the beach 8 hours and answer one email. You know?
But unless you're working by the beach.
Yeah.
But I don't understand. Okay, wait. Because they don't want to take leave.
Yeah, so I don't know. Okay, because your social media reels and mine is different. There was a reel that comes, right, where there's a Zoom meeting, company Zoom meeting.
Yeah.
And then there's this young girl supposed to present her slides.
Okay.
And while she's presenting, she's doing manicure.
Okay.
Then everyone was like, the manager said, okay, where are you, by the way? I'm in a spa. I'm doing manicure, pedicure while I'm waiting for it dry, then I can do my presentation. And obviously a Gen Z is talking like that lah, okay? Then the manager said, but now it's working hours. Yeah, I can work here. See, the spa got no people. Then she take her laptop, then she turn. See, no people, it's just a fella doing my nail and me. So, perfect place to work, quiet and everything. And I get pampered. All her other colleagues were laughing like you. And then the manager basically dismissed everyone. I said, I need to talk to you. Everyone, let's take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
And then she said, yeah, so what's up? You know, the manager said, when you work remotely, be in a working environment.
Yeah.
And not be silent holiday or silent pedicuring yourself.
Yeah.
But that young lady defended and said, there's nothing wrong with you. I'm working and I'm getting pampered. What's wrong with you? You know, what are your point of view when you watch that review? So, I mean, it's nice laughter. Like, we all look at it and or like, that's so ridiculous, you know?
Okay.
There's 1,000 comments about it. But yeah, what would you feel?
So imagine if I was watching that.
She's your intern.
And she's doing a presentation. Yeah. She's presenting a paper.
So she's pressing. So the marketing strategy is that she press with one little last nail.
That's the thing. I mean, everybody knows that you are quite incapacitated when you're doing a manicure. I can't even wear my shoes. I can't pay money. And you're trying to do a presentation on your laptop and focus while doing that. So trying to work in manicure is, sorry lah, a bit ridiculous lah, I think. But if you're saying that I am by the beach and I'm doing my work, I see no problem with that at all. If I'm in the pasar malam, I mean, does the environment or where you are, is it conducive or not lah?
Yeah, that was the manager's point lah.
Yeah.
But I like how the first thing you talk about that, because the first thing I thought about is like, why are you doing a marketing strategy in a public place where everybody can hear your strategy? And then is it still
That's even...
it's like company confidential information is leaked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be my first thought. I wouldn't think about using the last fingernail concentrate or like.
I don't know what she's presenting lah. So
yeah, whatever you're presenting lah, it's supposed to be whatever you present in company is normally confidential ma.
Quiet vacationing.
Yeah, so she's quiet vacationing. So that itself started because there was a 50-50 debate on that reels.
So there were people who are saying it's fine.
Yeah, and there are people who said no, like it's ridiculous, no respect, blah blah blah. And they're like, but I'm killing two birds with one stone.
Okay, so if I was working from bed, I might be okay with that. Not presenting lah. That would be silly lah. But if I was actually working, I don't know, whatever lah.
But so in that video, right?
I was actually in bed under my blanket and I'm actually working.
She did it very casually lah. She did it very casually. Like it was no problem at all. She turned on her camera and she's like, yeah, hi everybody, I'm here already. Like it wasn't even like a
it wasn't a clickbait lah.
It wasn't like hide your pedicure and whatever.
It wasn't a clickbait thing lah.
The video looked very like raw.
Legit
and, yeah. But it's just interesting lah because we see a lot more of these people. When you are quiet doing something, you also feel that it's right. It's not like a secret hiding from you. I'm doing it, but not like telling you, hi, I'm at the beach now, let's work. I'm just doing it lah. You can see quietly doing it lah, you know?
Yeah.
So there is pros and cons to it lah. But it's just interesting how it transformed. Quiet quitting was the big idea 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Now got quiet breakup. Then got quiet vacation. Then got quiet classing just now. Like, is this quiet action, quiet thing action, a good or bad thing to mankind?
I wonder whether it is, what's the word? A progressive thing or a relative thing. Because there are times, and I think it's a Zoom culture thing also lah, where I am in a meeting, but I've quietly quit the meeting lah, because they're going on and on and on about some other nonsense that I'm not. And I've done it actually in person also. I've like phased out, right? I've mentally quit the meeting. And people have actually noticed it before. Somebody says just gone already. But I'm thinking, you want to fight about this, or you want to talk about this, or I have no clue about what this thing is, or you're talking about renovations, I'm like, yeah, I can contribute, but actually, got message come in, I reply lah the message first. Or, let me go and check this one first. I'm quietly quitting the
So is quiet
right?
quitting actually a selfish thing? A self-centered thing?
I think it's a progressive thing. So like, if I am doing that to the meeting, does it mean I'm disrespecting the meeting?
Well,
yes, because I have logged in my attendance, I'm supposed to be 100% there. But on the other hand, I'm also thinking my time can be more well spent. Then I don't feel like some meeting can be 4-5 hours. I'm not wasting my entire 4-5 hours. And I log in, I literally like log in when I am needed or when it is something that I can contribute to. And the rest of the time, I might be whatever lah, doing something else or replying some other email or something. So if I say that is okay, say maybe that's the level 1, right, of quiet quitting what? Quiet quitting the meeting. And then later on, I might say, but then other things also I can do lah. If I'm with my CEO meeting also. And this again happened. Yesterday I was at this place and they were saying that it's really weird because in the same building, right, you call for a meeting, but you have the option of Zoom conferencing, right? Because you have some people who are offsite. So you can either come to the meeting room and sit, or you can be at your laptop somewhere. So the CEO was telling me, CEO was saying, it's really weird because in the morning, I saw at least 5 of the people who are in the meeting in the office, but they did not turn up in person at the meeting room, but they were logging in online.
From the office table.
Actually, they just
in the same floor.
2 doors away. So it's like, I don't understand. So now he says, I have to actually say, if you're in the building, please come to the meeting room lah. Otherwise, what's the point? So I actually casually said, maybe it's because they can be doing something else while you're having the meeting. And he was like, but if I have called the meeting, don't you think it's important enough to put aside what? Because he's the CEO, right?
Correct.
And he actually sounded a little bit like taken aback, like, what?
Yeah. So, but that's what quiet quitting is lah.
Yeah.
Like you say lah, not proactive enough. Okay, it's a meeting. I should go for the meeting. Like, okay lah, go,
Tak
don't go,
payah
so
lah.
never mind.
Oh,
So I
I
just
can
go.
Zoom so I
Yeah,
Zoom lor.
yeah. It's the same concept when it comes to quitting life quietly.
Okay lah, so is the progressing a stage thing lah?
Yeah, but
Or
it's
how much you
not
quit?
necessarily a healthy thing lah.
Yeah lor.
Yeah.
Mm.
So if you find yourself quiet quitting something, maybe it's good to have an accountable friend to make sure that you don't quit entirely and really ground zero lah.
Yeah, come and talk to Juwita and then she'll go like, what's the matter with you? Jom Sembang Malaysia is hosted by two Malaysians who are passionate about Malaysian stuff.
Stay tuned every week for a brand new Sembang session with Juwita Suito and Gina Yap Layung.
Today's episode is recorded at Studio 2105.
Remember to click like and subscribe for the brand new episode next week.